So there's a lot of information, there's a lot of speculation on what is coming in 0.3, right? A lot of people assume, we're going to get Druid. Some people, I guess, even assume that we're going to get like Act 4. Some people think we're going to get Act 4 or 5 and 6. I don't think so. There's like no way that's happening. So I just went into Chat GPT. Obviously, AI is taking over the world. So why not let it ruin our world of Path of Exile 2 0.3? All right, so obviously it's dude, it says Path of Exile 2 patch 0.3 mega update. We'll see about that, dude. We'll see how mega that update's gonna be. But the confirmed features, it's going out and saying confirmed right here. Confirmed features: new league, obviously, fresh mechanics, rewards, and a full economy reset. This whole rewards thing, I hope that's true. I hope that's true and not just us going to the trade site again for another season. I mean, fresh mechanics with us getting the Abyss seasonal mechanic. That one's pretty good. Apparently a lot of people like the Abyss mechanic, and there should be a pinnacle boss attached to it from that second teaser that we watched. So yeah, and then I have heard Jonathan, I guess Jonathan did like an interview with a bunch of the Chinese content creators, and apparently he did mention that there was going to be buffs to skills that are lacking right now. So it does say big buffs for underplayed abilities, more build diversity, which is a huge W. So there's a lot of skills that you don't use. For instance, Warrior Supercharged Slam. Have you guys seen anybody play Warrior Supercharged Slam after like the first week of 0.1? No. So that's just like one skill that is just lacking right now. Will they make Supercharged Slam better? Probably not, but there's a lot of skills that just don't get utilized that should. So I hope that this is actually coming in 0.3. And it also says Ascendancy reworks Balance Pass to widen viable class options. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some changes to the Ascendancies. I know that the Huntresses, the Amazon Huntress being able to stack accuracy for more damage and stuff, that might get touched. That they might mess with that. I'm not too sure. It did feel very, very strong to me, not in like a broken sense, but like in a, hey, this will make your build hit a lot harder if you stack a bunch of accuracy. And plus there was items that like the one unique shield that doubles your accuracy, so stuff like that. I would like to see improvements more so than obviously nerfs and stuff like that. If they touch hulking form on Titan, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Campaign revamp. So obviously this is Chat GPT, but they're saying, if it's saying campaign revamp, to me, what I would like that to be, yes, is the cruel difficulty gets removed. I do not want to do any more of this repeating shit with the campaign. Going through Act 1, 2, and 3 is totally fine, but then when you have to go through it again, for the sake of getting the maps, it's tedious, it's boring. So yes, they need to get rid of cruel difficulty. I really hope that this is a thing. Just change the scaling to XP to just like be completed after Act 4, or add some of these mechanics to the leveling process, the campaign process, of like add more ritual stuff, that just gives you like a big burst of XP or something, man. I don't know, it's gotta go. There cannot be cruel difficulty. If there's a cruel difficulty, it's not going to sit well with a lot of people. Okay, interrupting the video to let you guys know that this video was actually taken from my live stream over on Twitch, and there was a discussion done with me in my chat, and I would love to see you guys over there for Path of Exile 2 0.3. We're going to be blasting a ton with it. I'd love to see you there. Go ahead and follow me. It's twitch.tv/ghosted, and I appreciate it. Back to the video. And it does say endgame overhaul, simpler geometry maps. Oh, so ChatGPT was nice enough to not say simpleton maps. I'll be honest, call me a simpleton all you want, dude. All I want to run is linear maps. I don't want to do backtracking. I don't want to go top left to kill a rare and then I gotta go wrap around to bottom right to kill this rare. Like I don't want to do that. Give me a circular map, like the And PoE 1, there's like a almost like a Coliseum type map. Give me something like that. Give me a linear map. I'll be happy. This is interesting. Atlas tweaks and dynamic map events. So yeah, some of the stuff on the Atlas felt lackluster to me. Maybe you guys felt differently. Specking into Rogue Exiles, it does like nothing for you, or at least it didn't when I was spec'd into Rogue Exiles. I tested Rogue Exiles multiple times, and it didn't really feel like it did anything. And I wanted to fully spec into Rogue Exiles. I wanted to like encounter them in my map and kill them and get loot, similar to this last league of PoE 1, where you could hire a merc or you could fight the merc to pick a piece of its gear. Some people were getting some really good stuff from that, but the Rogue Exiles, they like never had good the Rogue Exiles never had anything good. It was just always like you just like laughed at how quick they died, and then you just kept it moving. Okay, and then better boss rewards plus new loot tuning. I don't really know where this is coming from for ChatGPT. They're getting off the internet somewhere. These could be things that people are just asking for on Reddit, and then AI is like finding it and adding it to this. But yeah, better boss rewards should be a thing. There's a lot of like, they added so many uniques to the game that are really, really rare and really, really expensive, and not everybody wants to buy their loot. So seeing this expensive loot dropping more often and becoming cheaper in 0.3 would be a big positive, in my opinion. Like the Mjolnir fucking hammer that allows warrior to do like probably one of the most unique warrior builds at the moment. You can use it on other classes too, but yeah, I think stuff dropping more often is not a bad thing. You know, it doesn't have to be, items don't have to be 100 divines all the time. Like some people don't even want to dabble with the trade stuff, you know. Apparently this is from the Chinese interview. So yeah, essences, they are an aspect of crafting that you can do. It doesn't really feel that good, you know. It doesn't really feel that good. I think it could use like a rework to how it applies to the item. Maybe make it to where, because there's one version of essence, the normal version, where you apply it to like a normal item to turn it into a magic item, and then there's the greater one that turns like a magic item into a rare item or something. I don't know. I think making a rework or a better system for that would be good. Absolutely. And then it says quality of life updates, item filters, dude, death logs. Was this in the Chinese interview too? But yeah, items being filtered better. I personally think that they should get rid of Scroll of Wisdoms. It's just an added thing to apply to an item. When an item drops, you should just see what stats are on it. This isn't Diablo 2 anymore. That was like 20 fucking years ago. Get rid of Scroll of Wisdoms. When an item drops, just show the fucking stats on the item. I don't like the whole identifying item thing. I think they should get rid of it. It's just an added step for no reason. So yeah, and multiplayer tweaks, I think I don't know if this is what it's referring to, but scaling. When you are in a group, the scaling is fucking ridiculous, bro. It just makes partying up kind of unfun unless everybody's playing a fucking meta build. If you're not playing a meta build, scaling in multiplayer just feels unfun. We'll see what these multiplayer tweaks would even be. It might just be improvements to like servers and shit, you know. This could mean literally anything. It's way too vague, but I hope it has something to do with scaling. Prototype trade system similar to Alva's. So this is talking about the currency exchange. I think that the trade system is going to get applied to like an NPC in the game at some point, and it might work like a auction house or a market board system. WoW has an auction house. I think New World has an auction house. Final Fantasy has a market board. Those are two different systems that work great for MMOs. That would be amazing if applied to this game. Okay, so that was the confirmed updates coming, but this is all done through ChatGPT, so who knows what actually is accurate and whatnot. So right now, speculative and leaked content. So apparently there was some type of leak for a martial artist ascendancy for Monk, and this is going to be pretty much an unarmed ascendancy. If anybody has used unarmed skills in PoE 2, unless you are fully like juicing it with really expensive gear and stuff like that, you're not going to really see unarmed stuff do really well. So if there's an ascendancy that's buffing this stuff or making it to where it can function as like your primary skill instead of just like a spender or like an assist type skill, that would be fucking awesome. And you best believe we're gonna play an unarmed build if we get an unarmed monk ascendancy. I think that could be really good because monks still do dabble in different elements. So if the unarmed skills are able to pop off, that's gonna make for major build diversity for monk itself. That would be sick. And okay, so this is speculative. This is not confirmed. A lot of people think that we will be getting a druid class. I think there is probably maybe a 40% chance that we'll get druid. They did say recently in an interview that they want to make sure that the launch of these big updates or leagues, it feels finished and not super buggy and underwhelming, and that they would put classes on hold to make that happen. I don't know if he was saying that relating specifically to druid, but it did kind of make me think, okay, maybe there's a chance we don't get it. But if we get the druid class, apparently it's going to revolve around shapeshifting. They've shown bear gameplay. It says wolf, but it looked more like a cheetah in the gameplay I saw over a year ago. Apparently a primal staff, nature casting is what is popping up here. Nature could be a wide variety of things. I mainly would say more so like elemental stuff. Like druid would probably dabble in a lot of lightning shit. Yeah. It also says pyromancer, which would be, this is speculative or potentially leak stuff. I don't know. This is all just for the sake of talking about it, discussion. We have Pyromancer Sorcery Ascendancy, fire focused variant teased in leaks, is what it says. It doesn't say where it's getting these leaks from. Let's call out ChatGPT and see what it says. AOE AH news report, apparently. Recent leaks suggest the inclusion of Pyromancer Ascendancy, Flame Surge, Immolate, keywords. Okay, so apparently it comes from AOE AH. Okay, so I mean, sorceresses do need to have more different diversity of their skills and spells and stuff. So there being a fire ascendancy would be sick. And it says Marauder variant, brutal dual wield berserker, possibly 0.4. I don't think so. I don't see this being a thing right now. I would assume it's probably pulling it from people wanting Marauder or speculating about Marauder, but I haven't heard shit. Yeah, I don't think we would get a Marauder variant until we get we would have to get a new weapon. We would have to get a new weapon tied to new skills for Marauder to be a thing. It wouldn't just be Marauder with maces. It'd probably be with axes, you know? And then it says Act 4 expansion. So yeah, the campaign, we most definitely should be getting Act 4. Widely speculated with teasers fueling hype. And that's what we need 0.3 to do. It needs to bring back some of the hype around Path of Exile 2, because 0.2 Dawn of the Hunt donned a lot of dread. You know, it kind of killed the hype. And then it has like a community wish list here. We'll just go over this quick. Balance fixes, life and energy shield, armor, evasion, and skills. Do you think that they'll have like a rework for Grim Feast yet? Because they just disabled Grim Feast because they couldn't figure out a way to make it balanced. I think they should just make it degrade over time. You know, if you're not constantly killing shit, it should go away. Or like if you're not constantly doing damage, just make it deplete. Passive tree pathing improvements. Hopefully this is referring back to the warrior, getting rid of some negative stuff there. And it does say something about, obviously, community wishlist, pinnacle bosses, trials to push in-game variety. I think you guys might not agree. A lot of you guys might not agree with me, but I think trials are just boring. I think trial chaos is boring. I think trial sucking ass is boring. And that really sucks for me because I want to play this game a lot, and potentially they have better rewards. Like if you spam trial chaos, you can get some good shit from it. I know Drax was doing that quite a bit. They're just boring to me. I don't like it. I think we should get like a horde mode or like an arena style mode, or there should be a more consistent boss rush mode instead of like randomly finding it on your map. I think there should be like a more consistent like way to do boss rush stuff. New weapon types. I don't. Yeah, So this is referring to the community, what people want, pretty much. It's probably pulling a lot of this from Reddit or forums for Path of Exile 2. New weapon types. This AI is pissing me the fuck off. Where is swords? What is this? Why doesn't the internet want swords, dude? Why do we want staffs? Why do we want claws? Why do we want ranged options? You know how many ranged options are in this game? A lot more than melee, that's for fucking sure. Give me swords. At this point, I'll take axes, dude. And then, so this is like a quick snapshot of stuff. New league, obviously, skills. This is just like kind of talking about what we've already went over. In-game overhaul, quality of, yeah, we need quality of life. Yes, this unarmed monk ascendancy would be super fun. I hope that is actually a thing coming. Give us a class too, sure, yeah. Bottom line, patch 0.3 isn't just another update. It's PoE 2's biggest step forward, with a brand new league campaign and in-game rework class, diversity buffs, plus a strong chance of a new class / ascendancy. This patch could redefine the game's meta and pacing. Well, it needs to redefine the meta, that's for fucking sure, isn't it, guys? Okay, guys, that is the video. I hope you all liked it. I'm very excited for PoE 2 0.3 to drop, and hopefully some great things come from it, because Dawn of the Hunt just, in my opinion, it wasn't it. I know it's in early access, it just wasn't it. But I did want to say, if you did like this video, please leave a like, as well as consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. I am trying to grow the channel. If you guys watch through the video, like it, subscribe to the channel, it does help with pushing it through the algorithm to help the channel grow and allow me to do more stuff like this. So thank you all for watching. You have a great rest of your day. See ya.